Alright, we got a 99 Nissan Sentra. Today we're going to do an inner and outer tire rod, pads, and rotors. Alright, we got a 17 here. Let's give it the old there we go. Cut that bad boy off. Alrighty. Let's hit that piece up. Alright. We're gonna let go of this nut. Alright. There we go. Alrighty. You know what? There we go. We count the turns, alright? So it's down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Alright. Normally I'll write it on there. We'll put it on here right here. 26. This is just so when we go to put it back on, we know how many times we're going to turn it, even though we're not doing the alignment. That's fine. And then let's go ahead and take this off. Alrighty. What is that? Is that a... No. I don't think that's a 17. Alright. We gotta get this off so that we can get that boot off. It's not a big deal. Alrighty. I always save everything. You don't have to do it. If you don't want to, you can do whatever you want to. Alright. Let's get this off. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and get this little piece off. Alright, we got that off. Set her there. We gotta cut that piece. Forgot about that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and cut that off. I can get it. There we go. We cut that off. Toss it to the side. Put the boot off. Alright. We got that off. Let's go ahead and put the collar on it. I like the collar. A lot of people will use the other tool, but we're going to put this one on here. Alrighty. I like this. Move my hand and my finger so you can see it a little bit better. It's probably a 14. Alright. Get that on there. Nice and tight from both sides. Alrighty. Make sure it's nice and tight. Alright. We got that. Now, I'm gonna get our breaker bar. Let's get an extension. But what we're gonna have to do is get a step down, which is this. Step down to a 3/8. Alright, so we got a step down. We got this this part in. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up here. Alright, here we go. Alright, I like to put my hand here just so I don't slip off. I got it to loosen. There we go. We're golden. Let's see if this turns. It will. Alright, now that we know it turns, loosen these back up. Get the collar off. Alright, let's see. Get the collar off. Alright, get that out. Pull off this tire rod. We'll make sure it's the same size as our new ones. This person brought in their own parts from Rock Auto. They brought us the Moogly. Alright, let me see what they got here. Alright, it's the same one, guys. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and put that in. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Alright. That's on there like that. We're going to put the collar back on it. Try to get it to cinch up pretty good. Alrighty. See what we got here, guys. Alrighty. We got that all figured out right there. You know what? Let's actually tighten it, you know. Sorry about that. Let's tighten it. That probably would help us out, right? Alrighty. Now we got it nice and tight. Now we can put that back on our handy dandy. Alright, now we got our collar on. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tighten this bad boy. Alright. Gonna get it nice and taut. Alright. Alrighty. Alright. It's on there nice and tight. We're gonna go ahead and take that off. Take that collar off. Alrighty. Take this off. Alright. And these, honestly, you can use whatever you want. So, like I said, you can use the actual little cylinder. I know a lot of people like to use. Perfectly fine, not a big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back on. Make sure you get it all the way over there. Alright. And again, we're zip tied, guys, so we're gonna put this on there. Alrighty. Make sure she's all the way on there. It is. You're gonna tighten that up. Make sure that's nice and on there. Alright. There we go. Cut off that tail so you don't have all that excess. Alright. Put that off. Pull this forward to where it goes. Alright. Let's put the nut back on it. Since it's a brand new inner, this puppy's going on really easy, obviously. You gotta do anything crazy to it. Alright, so one thing I forgot to do is put the little collar we took off, put it back on. So I had to backtrack a little bit. Put that little thing on. Not a big deal though, guys. You do want it on there though. You don't want that little, you don't want any of this exposed, obviously. Or as much as you can of it not exposed. Alright, so you're gonna bring it down as much as you can to try to save a little bit of that thing from getting rusty, especially depending on where you live. Alright, we got it back on. Now we can put the nut back on. Alright. This isn't very important, I know, but I told you guys we're going to do it from the beginning to end, and that's what we're doing. Alright, guys, so get that puppy on there. We got our new one. Remember we said 26 times it's going to turn, so let's give it a good solid 26 turns. Start from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Alright. Alrighty. Let's pull it a little bit. Get yourself a good tug right there. You know what? Because it's giving us a fuss. Just to turn it a little.
Yeah, that's fine. We got
Turn it. There you go. Just put something on the end of it. Get it straightened out. Alright. And then, oh, of course it's not going there. So you straighten it out a little bit like that. There we go. Alrighty. Now it'll go in. Bam. Now that goes in. Alright, now you put your castle on. Alright, make sure it goes on nice and straight, not like that, because if not, you will strip it just like anything else. I don't know what size that is. Let's try something out. It's an 18, look at that. Look at that, guys. We got ourselves an 18. Alrighty. Let's get that cinched up.